Warning, this may sound a little bit selfish or a little insensitive to say at a time like this when we are in the middle of a global pandemic and a global financial collapse, a lot of lockdowns, shutdowns, border closing, etc. But I'm going to say it anyway. And here's what I want to say, that this right now is the best time for you to be investing to become the best version of you. So in this video, what I want to share with you is the 5 best skills to learn to make money coaching online. Now, I don't know where you are in life, but there's never been a time in history where the whole world has shut down and now you have the time to really sit down and reflect to come up with a detailed plan. There will never be a time like this, like right now, where you can sit down and think about where you want to be, to develop your skill sets, to become a better version of you without all the distractions. There will never be a time like this where you can really be at home, not worried about commuting somewhere, whether or not you are in a 9 to 5, that you can seize the day. Now is the time to seize the day. Now is the time to invest in yourself. Now is the time to realize that this is an opportunity, to see the opportunity in crisis. In Chinese, the word for crisis, there are 2 characters. The first character is about danger, and the second character is about an opportunity. So what can you learn from that? The principle is that in every crisis, there is an opportunity, but you have to be able to see it, and you have to have an open mind to it. It's not about being prepared, but it's about having a prepared mind. Because when you have a prepared mind, you prepare yourself, and you realize that this is your opportunity, then that is when you can make a decision to seize the day. You might never have a chance again to sit at home and write out this detailed plan. And you may never have a chance again to have this kind of motivation to take your business and your life seriously, right? So now is the time to plan to be successful from here on out. And you don't have to wait until everything dies down. You don't have to wait until borders open, until job availability, or until the government gives you support. No, you don't have to wait until those things. You can grow and experience progress right now at home while you are socially distancing, even if you are unemployed, even if you are in a 9 to 5 or in a corporate job. Right now is the time. And I'm going to give you the 5 best skills to learn to make money online doing coaching. The first best skill to learn is the ability to learn, and then when you learn, to transfer the learnings to different settings. You got to be a voracious learner, because you cannot lead where you are not willing to go, and you cannot teach what you don't know. And the whole thing about making money online, if you are coaching, if you are consulting, it is so knowledge-based. It is a knowledge-based industry and a knowledge-based business, right? It is your knowledge and your expertise, that whole knowledge base, that allows you to serve people to your highest potential, that allows you to solve the problems that other people have, that allows you to be able to produce the payoff that they are looking towards you to produce for them, right? So ability to learn, and that is a skill. The wonderful thing, the distinction about a skill, is that skills are learnable and they are transferable. We aren't born with the ability to learn. And if we feel that we're unable to learn, it doesn't mean that we were born that way. There's no hard wiring. The brain is very plastic, which means that it adapts, which means that there are adjustments that can be made. So learn how you learn, and then double down on that. And when you are able to learn, you are able to hone your skill of learning new things because you are a voracious learner, then also take that one step further. How do you apply what you've learned in one arena and transfer it to another arena? Number 2 is the ability to solve important problems. The more profound and the greater the importance of the problem you can solve, the more people are willing to pay for what you have to offer. The more people are willing to pay to be able to have that problem solved and to be able to avoid all of the things that got them stuck with that problem. And so you have to learn how to solve problems. You have to learn to, in solving a problem, first you have to be able to identify the problem. And then you have to be able to learn how to unpack that problem, to be able to make it clear to yourself and to be able to describe it in a compelling way so that they can relate to you and they are confident that you understand them, that you get them. And then you have to be able to develop the arena of how to solve that problem. A process, a framework, a system, a blueprint, or a roadmap. What is it? What is your solution? How are you packaging it? And what is the payoff that you are going to produce for them? So the second thing is to develop the skill set of solving important problems, but first you got to identify them, and then you develop your unique process on how you take them through that journey to alleviate the problem. And here's the thing about problems that is very, very key. When you solve one problem, anytime you solve one problem, it creates more problems of its own. And the reason why is because for every level, there's a different devil. You solve one problem and now you are elevated. But that level of elevation creates for itself, because of the nature of things, new problems. And so as an entrepreneur, when you are solving problems, you have to be able to know where they're going to be the next step that you take them. And in that next step, what are they going to be facing? What new challenges will they face? So always be in the modality, in the mindset, in the mind frame of solving continuous problems. Because the more problems you can solve, the more they are willing to stay with you. When you solve one problem and you already predict and you know with clarity what the next problem is, and you offer the solution again, then what have you done? You have retained your client. So that is the next second best step. The second best skill is to learn how to solve problems. Number 3 is the ability to influence. And by the way, if you are listening to this and you're already feeling overwhelmed, or if you already have a question in your mind and you're curious about, well, okay, now that I have all of these skills, what do I do next? How do I put them all together? How does this fit in the bigger picture? If that's you and you have these questions in your mind, then I invite you to look below this video and you will find a link. Click that link, sign up, and what you're going to have is a blueprint from me, a guide on what to do next in your coaching business. Once you have identified these skill sets and you commit to learning them, you commit to mastering them, then that blueprint, my blueprint below, when you click the link below, will show you how to take that through so that you can grow your business and grow your influence. Okay, so what is influence? When I talk about this third point, is mastering the art of influence. What I'm talking about is creating desire for what you have to offer. And that's marketing, right? As a business owner, you have an offer that solves a very important problem for other people, for the right fit clients. So then you have to be good at communicating so that you create desire in your audience, the right fit audience, so that when they hear your message, that they know that that is what is going to help them. So that they know that they got to listen to you, so that they know that you are the authority and you're the expert that can help them through the challenges, the obstacles, and the roadblocks that they've been facing. So influence is key. Influence will get their attention, and influence is the only thing that will carry them through to the next level. Because when you have influence, you can persuade them. You can persuade them to take the action that they need to take, but they may not know what action to take. But when they take that action with you, that is when they can be free of their problems, and that is when they can move towards the heaven and the desired outcomes that they've been looking for. Number 4 is the ability to sell. Sales is the most important activity that you will ever do for your business. And when I say sales, I'm not talking about asking for the credit card, asking for the payment. That's the last step of sales. Sales happens long before you are in that conversation and you are moving towards, here's what the investment is. Sales happens long before that. So your ability to sell is your ability to persuade and to close them on your solution as the vehicle that will get them to where they want to be. And if you want to learn more about that and avoid some of the biggest mistakes that salespeople make when they are trying to persuade, then I invite you, again, as I mentioned before, click the link below this video and you will have your blueprint. Number 5. And by the way, have you subscribed to my channel yet? If you haven't, then ring that bell below so that you are notified every time I release a new video. Okay, so number 5, and the last one, guys. Number 5 is your ability to create strategic partnerships. Partnerships. What are partnerships? Partnerships is your leverage. Most business owners, they don't slow down long enough to find the leverage that they have in their business. And so what ends up happening is that they are fatigued. They are still trading time. Instead of having a job, now they own their job, and they are so connected. Their time is so connected to their revenue generation. So your ability to be able to create strategic partnerships will help you to be able to earn more, to free up your time, and to also create more meaning. Because here's the thing, one of you, maybe if you are working alone, you're able to produce results. But when you have 2 people, the right partners combined, that is when skills and results multiply. Right? And this is the partnership era. It is part of the partnership era. One of the reasons why some of the best entrepreneurs, even during the pandemic, were thriving is because they had this ability to create strategic partnerships, identifying who are those people that offer that can when you work together with them, that it meshes and it creates an amplified result for the right fit clients that you want to serve. So comment below. I want to hear from you. What did you learn from this? And which one are you going to take action on today? I'll see you next time in my next video.